Virtuous Lady, Virtuous Lady.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel, my goal is to motivate, to inspire, and to encourage you to live your best life to the fullest. For those that are returning, I'd like to say thank you so much. And for those that are here for the first time, I'd like to say welcome. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for just your comments, for your thumbs up. This particular video, I'm going to be doing a transition from the holidays to the winter. And if you're like me and live in Western New York or anywhere where there's still a lot of snow, and we're going to still have it for a few more months, so it's like it's in that transitional stage where it's too early to put up the spring and the summer stuff or the Easter stuff, but it's past Christmas, so you don't want to keep the Christmas stuff up either. So this is a transitional stage, and what I did was did a lot of shopping throughout my house, using the things that I had in my house, because we don't decorate the whole entire house, using some things that I already had in the house as well, and using, you're going to see 3 easy DIYs, very easy, very cost effective. And even though I shop my house, there's things here that I use that you can still pick up at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, or any craft store. So I hope that you enjoy, and if this is something that you're interested in seeing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. So at this time, we are going to get started without further ado. My first DIY, keeping it with the winter theme, I got a pair of socks. These are the anklets that came from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 pair. So what I'm going to do is get a glass, making a snowman. This is a very simple DIY. I have rice. They do have the rice also at the Dollar Tree, but I did pick this up at Walmart. It was 76 cents. I got the 1-pound bag. It really doesn't matter what kind of rice you get. Of course, I opt out for the cheaper rice. What you want to do is just kind of fill this up, because we want some weight to it so it can sit up basically by itself. This is, I'm going to make a smaller one, but you can fill it up a little higher. So this is where I'm at right now. Now I'm just going to take it and push it down. I got these rubber bands. These are the real tiny black ones used for your hair. And they have smaller ones, and they have bigger ones in here. So I'm going to use the 3 bigger, actually I'm going to use the 2 smaller ones for the top. I'm going to cap it off a little bit, put it right around the top, tie it around 2 or 3 times. And what I'm going to do is just cut the top off, kind of close to the rubber band, like that. Then I have 3 of the larger rubber bands, and I'm going to wrap it right around just to separate his head from his body. Down just a little bit more. This is kind of what you're looking for right here. I'm going to take the sock, the part that's left, and you see you have the foot part here. I'm going to put this toward the back. When I put this toward the back, I'm going to get another small rubber band. And this is going to go across the top. So as you see, the snowman is beginning to start forming now. I'm going to trim this off. Trim it down just a little bit more. Here we are here. I'm going to pick a spot for the eyes. I'm going to try to make this hat turn up just a little bit. The seam at the bottom, you want to kind of be straight, and that's what I'm doing now. Just to make sure that I put the eyes straight on here. Very simple. Don't worry about the rubber band. We're going to cover that up. Here we are. Pick a spot for the eye. And I do have the wiggly eyes. I'm using a smaller one. And I'm pressing it right in place. For the nose, I have a piece of felt, and I'm just going to cut a corner off in a triangle shape form. This is what I have. A finer place for the nose. And glue this right on. Here we are so far. And I do have black felt as well. And I'm just going to cut a rectangular, small strip, just so I can get 3 buttons off of it. This is what I have. And I'm just going to cut 3 square buttons. You can basically use whatever you have. You can use magic marker if you don't have the wiggly eyes for the buttons as well. And I'm just going to try to center it. They don't have to be perfect. And I'm going to give this little guy actually 3 buttons. Just cut this down just a little tiny bit. It's a little too big. There you have it. Now what he is missing is a scarf. And basically I'm using leftovers. This was one of the scarves that I did get from the Dollar Tree when they had it in the baby section. And I'm going to cut a small section of this off. Find a piece here. And this is going to be for the scarf. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, depending on how long you want this to be. As long as it's able to wrap around the neck, that's all that matters. And as you see, this is crooked, so I'm going to straighten it up just a little bit. I'm going to take this and actually just tie it around the neck. And that's going to cover the rubber band. Okay, what I'm going to do, I just thought about it. I got a black pipe cleaner. Normally I would probably use a branch from outside, but I'm not going outside in the snow to try to find one. So I'm just bending this into a U. Cut a real small piece. And I have another piece that I'm just going to take and wrap around. When I wrap around, it's going to give me this. I'm just going to trim this just a little. What I find out with this is the yarn. You see, I'm just going to trim the edge ever so slightly, just so I can get that point. And I'm going to take it and find a spot that I want to put it in and just push it. I don't even have to puncture a hole because, let's see if I can turn it around. Because the wire that's inside of this will cause it to go through, and the rice will gather it. There we go. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. Just got to trim this just a little bit. want that to be kind of like a little point. Now I'm going to do the same over here. Turn them on the side. Push it right through. Like I said, once it gets inside, the rice will grab it. You may have to work with it for a minute, but it'll go right through. Okay, this is what it's looking like. And these are just simple, easy, very, very easy, very inexpensive DIYs. And I'm doing this only because I just wanted to kind of keep the winter scene going on a little bit versus taking everything down and the house looks so empty with the trees down and everything. This is what it looks like all finished. Like I said, they're not perfect, but snowmans aren't perfect either. And I think it came out really nice. I did go ahead and take a magic marker and do a mouth for them. The next DIY number 2, you're going to make snowballs. And of course you can pick these up at the Dollar Tree. But I got these at Walmart. These are the 2.5-inch ones. You can make them as big or as little that you like. And I am going to, actually I'm going to use this. Just hot glue these and wrap these around. And I'm going to lay it in the middle and leave about like an inch on both sides. And this that I'm cutting here is the microfiber cloth that you get from the Dollar Tree for $1. It's in the automotive section. I'm going to wrap this, and when the top is just about covered, this is a very, very easy DIY. In upstate New York here where I am, there still is a lot of snow. And I'm going to start by bringing the sides. And I'm trimming off any excess because I do not want these to be real boggy. Continue to keep adding a little glue at a time and just pulling it toward the center. And I do want to say that you can actually buy these. I wish I had them during the Christmas time, especially after Christmas. I saw them, but I didn't think about, you know, getting them just to add to the winter, because they were like 60 or 70% off at the time. So you just want them to be as thin as possible when you lay them together. These look nice if you lay them in a, this glue is really hot. If you lay them like in a bowl, snowballs. I believe that the balls actually cost $3, $2.97 or something like that at Walmart. This ball. What I found myself doing is having to just trim the edges so it'll be round. Of course, when you're putting a flat something flat on top of a round surface. I didn't want a lot of lumps. And I'm using this just because this glue is really hot. I think overall it came out pretty good. Snowballs are not perfect, so these are not perfectly shaped as well. So this is how it came out. A couple spots I want to glue down a little bit more. I burnt my fingers a couple times, so I'm just using this to smash it down. So this is what it looks like. Here they are. I think they came out really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it'll fit great on my mantle. You can basically use any fabric, but the Dollar Tree microfiber is really soft. Okay, the last DIY for this particular video, I got a candle from the Dollar Tree. This is just a regular, the unscented tall pillow type candles in a glass. And then I got these boxwood. I really wanted the fern, but you want something flat as can be. So some of these I got that are real flat. And what I'm basically doing is just pulling them right off the base. And when I finish, I end up with something like this. And like I said, I try to get the flat ones. There's some that are a little bushier than others, if I can use that term. And what I'm going to do is just trim some of them down. And plus I'm cutting off this tab out here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I have my hot glue. And I have some pieces that are real small. Those are going to be the ones that I use to fill in. And then I have the bigger pieces. So I'm going to start with the hot glue. And what I'm going to start doing is gluing it from the bottom. So I'm going to place the glue on here. And lay this right in place, right on top. Try to get it as flat as I can. You want to do these at staggering heights so that they all are not at the same height. Now when you get it all the way around, you're going to fill in all those little spots with the small pieces. Once I trim away some of these strings, glue strings. And the small pieces are like this. You take those and fill in the gaps. Okay, this is what it looks like. Want to cover as much as the bottom as you can, so it looks like it's just sitting. And I do have some Rust-Oleum. I don't have any more white. I have the Age Gray. I would prefer white, but I'm all out. So what I do have, I have this Craft Smart paint, and this is in a white. And I'm just going to mix a little here. And just basically dust. Need something to kind of, you just want to kind of dust it lightly. This is a very simple DIY. To look like, and I did do two. You want it to look like snow, fresh falling snow. And speaking of that, that's exactly what we're experiencing today. We've got snow. Supposed to be quite a bit before the end of the day. So you can use basically what you have. using kind of like what's in the house. I did have to go out today and buy some more boxwood because I didn't have enough. At Walmart, I think it was like $2, $1.97 or something like this. Okay, and to further do these are left over as well. These are snowflakes that was left over. I got these at the Dollar Tree. And these were left over from Christmas. And I'm just going to put it right on the front. I've got 4, so I'm going to use all 4 of them. Now that completes this DIY. Like I said, very, 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 very simple. Very easy. And stay tuned and we're going to show you how everything looks put together. This is the overview of my husband's study. I think it came out absolutely amazing. It looks woodsy. It looks masculine, and it still looks wintry without Christmas. So first of all, we did keep the lanterns. What we did is just changed out and took all the red. We still have greenery and pine cones in there. With the reindeer, we gave them a fresh coat of paint and just changed the decor around it. Added some lamb's ear. And basically, just burlap. As we come up, this is our snow cage with the DIY snowballs that we made. And the cage I got from Restore some time ago. And it opens at the top, and that's what I like about it. You could open and pretty much put anything in here. And I thought it would be excellent with the snowflakes for snowballs. That was just made with pennies on a dollar. Here I have a snow bucket with snowflakes on it. And I put a couple of snowballs right in there. The garland still has the pine cones and the burlap. I have 2 reindeers. I got these from, I think Anbet's a couple years ago. And they came out really nice. I just put a candle in it and lit it. This particular picture, I just thought it fit perfectly on the fireplace. And this I got from Lowe's a couple weeks ago. The best things in life. The best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. So I think this came out absolutely beautiful. I only had 1 DIY in here, and it came out really nice. I'm very pleased with it. I hope you like it too. Tell me what you like best about it. I think in the future I will buy the snowballs. They will be a lot cheaper, especially after Christmas. A lot cheaper to buy versus the time, but I think it still came out. This is something I can use every year over and over. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. This is our breakfast room that we generally have breakfast in. And just to keep in with the winter theme, I kind of moved some things around in the house. I did take this metal tray. I got that from Michael's 2020, after Christmas. And it was like $60, but I got like 60% off. It's really metal. So I brought it from my master bedroom. Downstairs, I don't know if you remember this snowman. He had a red scarf, red buttons, and red hair. and little red hollies in the hat. So I just made them a little neutral. Got this scarf from the Dollar Tree. And I just fringed the edge and removed the other and just added that. These are the cute little snowmen. And I ended up just putting a snowflake on the hat. And they just, you know, for pennies. It came out beautiful. This is our other DIY with the Wonderland theme. Just a regular Dollar Tree light that I generally just dressed up a little. This home sign was purchased during the Valentine's season, which is now, and it has home. I like the heart on it, but my theory is home is where the heart is. I didn't paint it, I didn't do anything. It's standing on its own, and I absolutely love it. And this is the house. I got these two from Walmart last year after Christmas. They had a markdown to about $2.50. And you can put a tea light, but because I have the other lights, I didn't bother. It does have an opening on the other side. These are just the brush trees from the Dollar Tree. And basically that's it. These are just picks to give it more of a snowy effect. And this is where we have our breakfast and dinner in our breakfast room. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I trust that you got some pointers, some tips, some ideas with some of the things that I showed you here. I also wanted to, you know, if you can leave in the comment section below if it's anything in particular that you do during the season, during the transitional season, where it's too early to put up some things, but yet still you're past other things. So leave your comment below. I don't know if you decorate for every season, St. Patty's, Valentine's, Easter, you know, the whole 9 yards, Valentine's. We don't decorate our whole house, so we just kind of hit places here and there just to be acknowledged that the season is here. So feel free to comment, feel free to share, and feel free to give me a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to my channel and joining the YouTube family here. At this time, I just want to say bye for now, and stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next video.